Hello guys, I am sorry I have to make this video really quick because I was doing the video and then something happened and now I'm doing it again. I'm sorry. The reason why is that I was interrupted and out of the sudden I wanted to pause it, but it didn't work. Anyway, let's start. So today, as always, I do a video about this. Talking about light novels, talking about what's new for me, what I have got in my own collection. Anyway, here we go. First, let me talk about something. Have you ever heard of Ascendance of a Bookworm? No? Maybe? Well, if you have, you know that that series has become one of my best favorite series of all. I mean, at first, my favorite series had to be Berserk of Gluttony, and let me tell you that's not gonna change. That's not gonna change. But Ascendance of a Bookworm has something in my heart, something that grabbed me with very much of a like an intense stickiness, like honey, sweet. That's how it feels with Ascendance of a Bookworm. I watched the anime, I watched 3 seasons, and I really want the 4th season to be made, and I really love it, and I really enjoyed every moment of it. If you don't believe me, I have it right here. I'm reading volume 3 of part 1. Daughter of a Soldier. It's one of the most relaxing series that you want to read. You can put what I do each time when I'm reading this series, when I read the first and the second, now the 3rd volume of part 1, which is the last part of technically the 1st season. Technically, it's a 3-volume part of the 1st season. So, just telling you guys this. Go and watch it and read Ascendance of the Bookworm. I do recommend it. Now let's start with what I really want to talk about is the new volumes I have. And as I said, I was doing this in the middle. I was opening the cover of this book, and something happened. I was technically interrupted, so I am sorry about that, and I was opening it, but something happened in the midst of it and I had to stop. I was taking it out, and then something happened. I was going to show you guys that, but I'm going to show you guys the first books that I did for the video, so here we go. So here's the thing, I'm just going to read this to you guys if you know the synopsis. Konosuke suddenly wakes up alone in a vast forest that clearly isn't anywhere on Earth. Now, he has to find some way to eat, drink, and survive. Luckily, Konosuke also has the power of craft, using a special video game menu that allows him to harvest resources and build whatever he can imagine. However, every time he goes to sleep, he's attacked by one of the many non-human races of this world, all of whom despise humankind. Enters Sylphie, the beautiful dark elf who lays claim to Konosuke and vows to protect him. After all, she's taken him as her property. And what's this synopsis about? What is this about? What's the title? It's called Survival in Another World with My Mistress, which I saw this on Barnes & Nobles. I went to Barnes & Nobles and got this amazing story that I haven't read yet, but I heard that by people from YouTube talking about this one, and I was like, sounds interesting. Maybe it's something like a guilty pleasure, maybe something like that I would enjoy. So by the synopsis, how I read it and how I watched those videos, I think this is gonna be an interesting read. If you guys think about it, it's kind of, by watching the cover of it, it's kind of kinky. So yeah, again, don't. I don't know if it's gonna. I'll keep on reading it, but I'll see. The next one I watched, I also got it from Barnes and Nobles, but I saw this also on Amazon, but I got it on Barnes and Nobles, which I was gonna get some other ones, like some series that I have, but I haven't got to get more, but I just got only three, which I feel like I forgot to grab the other one. Give me a second. Yeah, I forgot to grab this one. So the next one, which I was talking about, is called. Let me read the synopsis first, like I did the other one. Oda Akira, the kind of guy who people forget even he's there. His unassuming nature plays off through when his entire class is swept away to a fantasy world, and he slips easily into his new role as a silent assassin. Between his suspiciously high starting stats and too many details that do not fit, Akira is sure something is wrong, but digging into royal secrets, it's a dangerous game. And when Akira uncovers an evil scheme, he also makes a powerful enemy, the very king who brought him to this world with the help of the 11th spirit medium, Amelia. ReZero, anyone? With that name, Amelia. Can he find the power to set things right and get his revenge? And the title is called My Status as an Assassin Obviously Exceeds the Heroes, which a interesting cover, which doesn't. It's plain to see he's an assassin. You have possibly an elf girl, maybe she's the priestess, I don't know. And I can see a dragon or some type of creature there flying. I don't know, but the cover is cool, if you can see that. I really like that. And I like the back, what it says, Death from Shadows. Now, as I was trying to say this on my last attempt to talk about this series, it's something with shadows too. So I was ripping it off and taking it out, as you can see, and I was showing it on the video, but again, distracted. But anyway, this series I was waiting, and it came yesterday, but I didn't know that. The thing is, they didn't tell me that it came yesterday, so I'm doing the video today. I'm sorry, but here we go. As I said, something with shadows, so it's The Eminence in Shadow, which is interesting. It's another Yen On series that I have now. It's a Yen On. The other ones is a light novel from Seven Seas. It's a Seven Seas light novel. The other one is also from Seven Seas Entertainment, so it's a airship. I have a lot of airships, if you don't know. I really have airships, and the only one that is not an airship is Ascendance of a Bookworm. Look, it's J Novel Club. This one is actually from J Novel Club, which is interesting. If I didn't talk about these things, like Airship, Seven Seas, Genon, more and more other publishing companies that sell light novels, um, you wouldn't know. But Eminence Shadow was this new other anime that I've been watching. I watched all four episodes, four episodes about now, and I haven't read the line novel because it just came yesterday and I'm doing the video today, which I am very sorry again. But Eminence Shadow, the way how I watched the anime, the anime itself, I'm just gonna put it someplace here so you guys can see it somehow for you guys to actually enjoy and see how I enjoy this. I'm sorry. I want to apologize. I cannot put it on. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold it. Eminence Shadow is hard to see because of the cover itself, but Eminence Shadow, when I watched the first four episodes. It had this overlord feeling, and I think a lot of people who had watched these four episodes can actually see that it's kind of like Overlord, and I love it. I love that because the main character is interesting. It doesn't have that like eyes like he's not he's OP. Yes, he is OP, but he is intelligent and he already knows how to fight. Let me explain that. In the very first episode, we already get introduced to him in a way that okay, this guy is really OP. This guy knows how to fight already. But why this guy who knows how to fight got reincarnated? Well, he wanted to in a way. I think he wanted to or not. I'm not pretty sure. I would go back and watch certain parts of the series and see if he wanted to get hit by a freaking truck like every main character from an isekai, or not, whatever how they die. This guy, he's already OP. This guy is already like, he's already strong. He's already like beating people up like a monster. But here in the other world, he's hiding the fact that he is. But Eminence Shadow is mostly about our main character, Sid, who technically he's hiding himself in the shadows to mostly be stronger. Like he doesn't want to show off, but when he does, he is, you don't want to mess with him. And I think that's type of a character you don't want to mess with. And he is, like I said, very strong. Anyway, again, I don't want to spoil things. And the story, I'm going to be reading this later on, maybe after I'm done with Ascendance of the Bookworm, or I might go to Assassin status, whatever. Or I even would go to Survive in Another World with my mistress. Maybe I'll go with that. But Ascendance of Bookworm, or no, Eminence Shadow. But also, I do recommend Ascendance of Bookworm, guys. I really do. But Eminence Shadow has to be that type of isekai kind of story. They're where I'm actually I like because just watching those four episodes just made me want to read the light novel. And here we go. I mean, seriously, Eminence Shadow. Even though I'm spoiling a little bit, but I'm not spoiling a lot because if you haven't watched Eminence Shadow, the Eminence in Shadow, go and watch it. I do recommend this series. I'm so hyped with it. And I cannot wait until next Wednesday to watch the next episode. So it's every Wednesdays. Okay, guys? Now, the next volume that I almost forgot to grab is another from Airship, and this one, I think you already know. I already talked about this, so you guys go and read it. Um, Disciple of the Lich, or How I Was Cursed by the Gods and Dropped to the Abyss. But we all know it as Disciple of the Lich. Disciple of the Lich, how I've been reading this story. I've read the very first 2 volumes of these. And this is volume 3, guys. This is volume 3. If you can slightly see it. I don't know. I'm going to be reading this one as well. And I really want to catch up on it. Disciple of the Lich itself was an interesting read. We have, like, again, an isekai. It's an isekai. A lot of these that I have right here are isekai. And the one that I was going to get later on, let me tell you guys, it wasn't an isekai. It was just pure fantasy. And that one got damaged. If you guys want to know which one I'm talking about, it is called Slayers. If you guys never heard about Slayers, you should. There's an anime series, an old anime series from, I think it was during the 90s, 80s, 90s, end of the 80s, starting from the 90s, kind of there, or almost. Mostly the light novel. It was a light novel from the 80s, and then it became an anime during the 90s. And the story was, when I watched it, I rewatched it, like, I think like 2 months ago, and I really liked it. I really liked going back and remembering those things. I even wanted to get another one that was also pure fantasy, no reincarnation, nothing to be killed or summoned to another world. It's pure fantasy, and it's also called. It's called. What's it called? Fuck! I had it in my tongue. Sorcerer, Stabber, Orphan, and that one is also a good one. They made a remade, and there was like 2 other other 2 series of the name just called Orphan, but this one is Sorcerer, Stabber, Orphan, which is the full name of it, and it follows, if I heard right, it follows the first volume of the light novel, if I'm correct. I think that's what I heard. If not, put it down in the comments, something like that. If you put it down in the comments. But anyway, the anime is really good. Both of those 2 light novels that I mostly Sorcerer Stabber Orphan. You cannot get the light novel because you only can get it online. You can only get the manga. The Slayers one, you can get the light novel online, and you can get it physically copied. You can get all 3 light novels in one, if in a hardcover. So I do guys recommend you guys to go and get that light novel, and I'm gonna get it later on. I really want to re-get that thing because the part where it got damaged was here, and it was ripping. It was ripping right here. If you can see this part right here, it was ripping off, and if I just left it, it would just boom. I wouldn't. So I took it back. I just took it back to Amazon, and I was like, look, I'm sorry, I just don't want it. I don't want something that's gonna rip, and I feel bad for having that. But I feel bad for returning it, but I'm happy I did. So I might get it again. So yeah, those are technically the light novels, and 2 mostly that I wish I had right now, so I could have made that video. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Give it a like. Give it a subscribe. Put a comment down. What other light novels you think I should get, or manga? Doesn't matter. Manga, light novel, pretty much. To tell you a little bit more, I was having so much on Barnes and Nobles that I didn't want to leave. I felt like I'm with my family. But no, I actually, like, I was very happy being inside in Barnes Nobles for, I think like I was there like 4 hours, just looking at light light novels, all that. And I've been taking pictures inside. If you didn't know, go on to my Twitter. I took a picture of Totoro and Kiki's delivery service, like some pictures there, and I had fun. I just had fun. I was talking to people. I was having some conversations. It was fun. Anyways, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it too, making this video. So thank you very much. Have a wonderful day, or a wonderful night, because technically I'm doing this in the night. So thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.